Hello and welcome, this is Tino, and today we have a full gameplay, a tactical gameplay with Poland. If you don't know how do we reach this position, this location, this situation, take a look at the video in the description. It's the part 1, this is the part 2, but I'm going to do a quick review of the status. I'm going to show you the templates I'm using. I have this one that is the basic training template. I changed this template, take it to level 3. Then change to this second template. It's the standard infantry division, and then have 3 elite infantry units. This has 2 artillery, this has 3 artillery, and this one has 4 artillery. Depending on the situation, on the production, I use one of the other. Some of the units use one template and some use the other. I try to keep my stockpiles at 0, so I always take a look at the artillery, and if I have surplus, I change some templates to the template that use more artillery pieces. In the front line, these units in the south are kind of green because I force deploy to cover this extra line, but all the units in the west flank are super elite. If you take a look, they are kind of the best, and they should have an easy time holding the Shermans. Also have surrounding Königsberg and have my spearhead here ready to attack. Let me show you the template of the spearhead. I made them elite so they get the best of the best. And so far they have just 3 tanks, 150 tanks in 3 battalions, and of course the armor anti-air to give the armor bonus. Let me show you now the templates that I'm using. Buffalo 1 is the tank for the spearhead. Is a cheap tank that only carries the medium howitzer. This is the main purpose, and some points in breakthrough in armor to give the tank breakthrough, and the radio to give breakthrough, but heavy machine guns and the best weapons. So I have a massive soft attack and a decent breakthrough. As I get adding this tank, this will the good breakthrough and soft attack. And the Wally anti-air is the one that provides the armor. It's a cheap tank that provides anti-air roll and a lot of armor. They have slope templates, they have the best kind of in-between building. I should have used this one, that will be better, but it's okay. And it's just cheap. I produce this in massive numbers. Let me show you the production line. I never changed the production line since the start of the game, so they have quite a good experience. This is the last one, the Buffalo one, but I produced 36 rifles, despite I have 39. I'm using concentrated industry, so I want to max out the production. Supplies, artillery, trains, trucks, the Wally anti-air, a lot of production, 6 a day, and now I'm producing a little bit of rifles for the elite units, the spearhead. I need this, and the anti-tank also for the spearhead. If I need, or some critical unit will get these pieces, I will send to the correct units as I see fit, and nothing else. In the economics, now I have full mobilization because the war just started. I have export focus to increase the production and all the bonus that it gives. Minister for the factories, military factories. This other minister have 1 empty slot, and also have in the army bonus to infantry, bonus to tanks. This minister is new, and this is from the start of the game, and this is helping a lot with the XP. So as you can see, if we mouse we explore the doctrines, we have almost quite advanced. We are right here. We are missing just 4 or 5 in the grand battle plan, but we also have nice spirits. This works very well with the grand battle plan. And I had another spirit here, but since now I'm democratic, I can't use party loyalty, so I auto swap to this one. And I have this one also free. I'm about to choose this one to gain more XP in the army. I'm training 6 more units. Don't have a lot of manpower now thanks to sanitation. and I'm going to use them to cover the border with the Soviets. I don't want to use cheap tricks like liberating Belarus. I want a clean and decent war, no dirty tricks, no exploit. And as soon as I free Königsberg, we'll have a lot of manpower, units here to cover the border with the Soviets. So I think that we are more than okay with our production. We still have almost a couple of months before the Soviets declare. And that's all. Let's start with the offensive. Forgot to mention, I have no air force. These all planes that I even didn't bother to train them. I leave the air situation, the air defense to the British and the French. And let's see the first attack. The Germans declare war but are not attacking. And we have far superiority here. This is the standard defense. The Germans 197 for almost 500 defense. And our spearhead that are getting better each day from now on. They attack with 500, 500. And the standard infantry are quite decent, attack with 240, but they lack breakthrough. As you can see, they have just 120, and the spearheads have 400, so it's much better to attack with the spearhead, but I need the help at the beginning. So as you can see, speed 2, they move quite well, and victory. We have the first victory, then the Germans are doing nothing so far. And we are moving to the second state pretty easily. So far, no resistance on the German side, no offensive. They declare war, but they don't dare. And we have here the first attack. It looks red, but it's going to be turned green very soon. They attack with 50, 90, 100, and we defend with 200 because it's night. But let's take a look at what happens in a couple of hours. I guarantee that it's going to be green. Yes, it is green. Why? Because they cannot hold this rate of losses. If you take a look at they are getting massive hits. And we keep advancing. Let's take a look again. We are speed 2. They have an armor, so it's a good idea to send anti-tank to this province. And we are going to do just that. And we modify our elite template that has 4 artillery pieces. We are adding 1 anti-tank and we are renaming and saving it. So now we are going to convert at least 1 unit here to the new template, so it receives the artillery pieces in 48 hours. I think that during combat they will not get supplies, but well, it's okay. The next time they will be in a much better situation. And we are very close to Königsberg, but we are going to finish this pocket first. It's going to be super quick. And our first important victory. And of course they counterattack with no... As you can see, we hit back with 500 and we hit with 80, 90. Now it's night and they run out of... Let's see if we can take Königsberg. 92. Yes, victory in Königsberg. That is a good idea. You wait for the enemy to empty their organization if they are attacking, and just after they finish attacking you counterattack and you have big chances of success. And we took Königsberg. Let's try to take Memel in a swift move. And they stop attacking here. Not sure if the anti-tank arrived on time. As you can see, they have all armor bonus and they wipe out very fast the enemy attacks. Now it's time to send another anti-tank here. And we are going to change just 1 with the anti-tank template. And as you can see, they are spending manpower. Let's check the casualties. As Poland, we lost 1k and they are 52, and let's unpause 53, 56. 58, 59, 60. So as you can see, they are growing up very fast in losses, and we keep at 1k. And we are trying to reach Memel 49. We have 2 divisions, they have just 1, but they are protected by the river. But despite the river, we are doing a nice damage, 900, and we are overcoming their defense by 400 points. So we are hitting a lot of critical. We can use force attack, and we are going to do just that to increase our chances. 60, 61, 65, 67, 68. And it's going quite well. I'm going to pin down this unit here so they cannot help, and I give them time to arrive in time. After they reach the port, we are super okay. We are going to oh yes, we want to attack from 2 flanks. I can't. But it's okay. Once they reach, they manage to disembark 1, and we conquer the port, so they are completely out of supplies now, and we are going to destroy them in that pocket. Let me check the border if everything is okay, and let's see this combat. They are using the armor here now, but even with the armor they have no chances, we hope, because we have armor too and they don't have enough piercing. So let's take a look how they got kind of slowly destroyed, but we are going to send 1 anti-tank here too. We picked out 1 and we change that for anti-tank, so we are covered all along the border. And as you can see, all along the border, this is my rate of fire, 600 plus armor, so it's kind of a lot of damage. They have very weak breakthrough and they got completely wiped out. I moved the units, the tanks, so I'm going to start making the pocket smaller, and they start suffering more penalties regarding supplies. Let's keep that one there, and let's use the tanks to hit all the province. And that's it. We have, let's move now 1 tank in each direction just to secure, conquer all those provinces. And we have 50 buffaloes, so it's time to increase the template. The spearhead, they need 2 battalions, so it's 100 tanks, but they are going to receive at least 25 each battalion, and Sul will get the rest. Update, and that's it. And I'm rushing the technologies that give an instant boost, 1940 technologies, and I keep moving the tanks all along the border and help the infantry to advance. Once I defeat the units, I move the tanks to other location and help the units somewhere else. And now let's move it here, or maybe over there. It's closer. And as soon as they reach, I attack, let's say, this province, and do multi-flanks attacks. And that's the idea. And as the pocket gets smaller, they have more units in less space, and that's even worse for the supply situation. I keep using the spearhead. They hit quite nice, and they have the enemy completely surrounded, so they keep hitting one at a time. I'm not using the towers that are not so good like the others. And it's game over for the units in Königsberg. More and more units. 10 units, and let's do the final blow. And let's take a look at the casualties now. Polish 9k, increases quite a bit, and German side 380. So we are much better, 38 to 1, 40 to 1. So the situation is as follows. We have now about 13 elite forces in the Königsberg area, and we have about 14 under training that are all these ones that are green. I fast deploy them, and a lot of them are in the south. So I put them on their training, but they are in the border just to help the other in case of an attack. But still, each province has an elite unit, so we are safe. And we are moving our spearhead. I would like to take the iron deposits that are super rich in this area of Germany. So we are going to be attacking there first. And the Germans got angry. They are attacking all across the border, but that will only worsen the situation. All green attacks. And let's take a look at the examples. 60 versus 300. This one 12 versus 300. And you get an idea of what's happening. I want to see the armor division. And I'm seeing that the English are doing nothing. They send 0 planes. And the Germans are having a nice time against our supplies. And we can advance 1 extra level on the doctrines. Not very useful yet, but the next one is going to be night attack. That is great. And I modified the template to add a new tank battalion, so I have the resources. And I'm putting pressure on the flanks on our leisure that are planes, and they are going quite well there. And then attack over Schlesien from many sides. So let's see, wait for the counter-attack to end. We can either try to surround them, maybe attacking this province and encircling some units. Let's do that. Let's see if it works. I want to capture all these units. Yes, I think we can. And we are going to be doing just that. And we are going to encircle 5k German units there. And we managed to surround 3 divisions, so only 30,000 men, but it's better than nothing. And now let's destroy them. And capture over Schlesien. And we are already start receiving the iron. We were buying iron, and now we are going to stop buying one bit by one. So far we are using 6 factories, and let's move to 5. And we are very close to Breslau, so counter-attack. They attack us, we attack them. 49, 51, 60, 61. We are about to take the supply depot that is there. That will give us a huge advantage because they have no supply nearby. Let's see, no, we can. And let's move some help to reinforce the location. And things are going very well, super smooth. Let's see, where do we have supply issues? We have some supply issues here because we are out of supply capacity because of the bombing, so we are going to be building more anti-air. We have almost no anti-air because we trusted the British. But let's put some anti-air, 3 on anti-air. And we are already using our small air force 200 planes on interception. They are trying to, yes, they improve the situation a little bit, and we are getting more iron from the sector. So I think that we can live now with the, let's see, with the Sherman iron. 4 more civilian factories for us. And I keep pushing across the railway and moving units out of this sector that is kind of problem with supplies. I'm using all excess units there, moving to the railway here. And we are destroying the last units in the pocket. And let's see the casualties on both sides. No. Polish 15 and almost 1 million, well, 3/4 of a million on the German side. And now we are going to do a push very close to Berlin from our last location. We are going to take this first supply depot, and now will leave us very close to this one that is super close. Yes, and we are going to be making a super pocket in the front line, cutting the Germans from the escape at the sea. And now we are going for Berlin or nearby, and then we are going to cut the forces because we are going to be taking the port. So let's move, speed 2, the first attack, 35, is going very nice, 300, armor bonus, 400, very well.
Odmaszerować! Tak jest! Odmaszerować! Kontynuować natarcie!
And we need to move some reinforcements.
Baczność! Szeregu, zbiórka!
And let's keep moving. I'm bringing reinforcements.
Szeregu, zbiórka! Szeregu, zbiórka! Gotów!
And we are super close.
Baczność! Tak jest!
And we got, and now let's go for Berlin. We have
Odmaszerować!
6 units here, 5.
Gotów!
Let's move
Tak jest!
1 there, 2 there.
Dowódco, wycofują się! Szeregu, zbiórka!
2 more.
Gotów! Kontynuować
And we are
natarcie!
super close to Berlin.
Odmaszerować!
And we got Berlin. We got all the supplies. We can take this supply depot here, but we are going to go for the port. Those two are under repair, so it's kind of, we are going to,
Gotów!
let's make some more space.
Gotów!
Capture of Berlin and move some units to Berlin.
Biegiem, biegiem, biegiem!
Their counterattack are kind of pointless. And we are making more space to have more supplies in the area. It's a bridge still under repair. Still under repair. Let's see how many supplies do we have. We have still few full supply on the tanks, so that's great. And we can take, let them spend a little bit.
Tak jest!
Let's take the port.
Zbiórka! Odwrót!
And let's continue the offensive
Zbiórka!
to the port.
Baczność!
Reinforce.
Tak jest!
Have more units. Redeploy.
Baczność!
And we are super close to the port. They are.
Ruszać się!
Let's save some planning bonus and wait for the supplies. Let's see how is the system. They are still out of supply.
Kryjemy się!
We still have supplies, so we can attack.
Baczność!
No, not yet. And we got another doctrine, supply consumption -10. That is going to be great. So let's go. And the supplies depots are repaired, so the situation is green, great. We are saving planning bonus to attack the port, but we can attack the flank. Speed 2. And the attack on the flank works. And now we are mass producing Buffalo tanks, 200, so we can add 2 more battalions to the template. And we are now steamrolling the Shermans. 200s means we have 100 there. And let's see, combat with 43, we are okay. And we are close to the port, we have planning bonus, and we are first and pocket them all here. They will have only this port to escape, and then attack from 3 sides to the port. The Royal Navy is supporting us. And the Soviets are justifying against us, so we don't have too much time to get rid of the Shermans, so we are going to assess them some deadly blows. And let's see, let's start fortifying the border against the Soviets. Speed 2, kind of hard, but they are slowly losing. 300 attack, 44 speed 3, 45, but we are winning. And it's time for a force attack to make things faster. Speed 2, 73, 76, speed 3. And yes, we took the port. And that's great. Now we must take this second last port and we are okay. So I took the second port, but it's February 1940, so the Soviets are going to declare anytime, and we have almost no units there, so I'm going to take units out of everywhere, and especially the units that I'm going to free in this section, and start reinforcing urgently the Soviet border, so I need to clear this pocket as soon as possible. So the situation is as follows. I'm almost filling the tank template. Many tanks on the spearhead, as you can see. 9 battalions. And I'm removing the artillery and replacing by medium tanks. We are closing the pocket and we are moving units to the border slowly as we release units from this big pocket. We are moving all those units to the Soviet border that they are going to declare anytime. I keep training them, and when they reach quite a high level in the training template, I replace them by this template that include the Wally tank and far more powerful. And I think that we are almost okay. We just need a few more divisions. And the French and the English are sending lots of reinforcements, so we are kind of not out of the woods, but we are doing quite well. And the pocket is almost closed, so we are going to do the final blow, and we are going to be destroying lots and lots and lots of units. $200,000 men, 1,000 men. And I'm building a flamer tank to go with the main spearhead. And as I can see here, I do not need any more Wallis type anti-air. I have tons of Wallis and far more than I will ever need. So I'm going to reuse these factories in something else. I also have plenty of buffaloes, so not sure where to spend them. And while destroying the pocket, I lost 2 provinces, three states, this one, and this one. So now they mounted a strong counteroffensive, and it's time to take them back. Y recapturamos todos los estados menos Berlín, que estamos acá con los tanques en las afueras para preparando la ofensiva, y los alemanes declararon la guerra a Holanda. Está un poco complicado porque si cae Holanda va a caer Bélgica, y si cae Bélgica cae Francia, y un montón de unidades y sobre todo el apoyo aéreo se va a debilitar, pero bueno, seguimos adelante. Hungary joined the Axis, so I joined my forces with the Soviet border, and I'm leaving this territory of Ukraine to Hungary. It's easier to defend in this line, and I recover all the lost provinces except Berlin, so I have the tanks in the outside and the outskirts. But the problem is that the Germans are advancing quite well on Holland, and I think that Holland is going to fall, and then Belgium, and then France, and that will weaken my air support. And we started the offensive of Berlin. We are dealing 900 damage. We are using flamer tanks now, so it's going to be quite fast. And the Germans have suffered 1.5, mostly due to our armies, 1.3. I retook Berlin. I'm trying to put more pressure on the Germans, so they kind of leave the Dutch alone. And after taking Berlin, I did a push to the port, making a new pocket, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divisions, but forcing the Germans to send more units to this side, and hopefully giving some air to the Dutch people. And we destroyed the German pocket, and we are very close to Hamburg. We are trying to connect with Netherlands very soon. No news from the Soviets yet, but we have enough forces to contain them and destroy the units in close to Denmark. Also another ones here, very close to connect with Netherlands, but the Soviets annexed Lithuania, so I need to protect this border soon. but things look good. And I have created a new elite unit. They are not elite, but they have the excellent tanks, so they perform quite well. As I keep producing Buffalo tanks, I will keep producing this type of units. And the Soviets declare on Finland, and we are super close to connect. So Holland is saved. And another 60,000 men trapped at Wilhelmshaven or something like that. So let's go for them. 34, 35, 36, 7, speed 3, 40. And the situation is hopeless now for Germany. They are not going to be able to take Netherlands, therefore Belgium is saved and France is saved, and they will get stronger and stronger, and it will help me out with the Soviets. And finally we got land night attack plus 25%. This is massive, one of the best cards. I'm going to add some special medals. Poland can give this if you go sanitation. Experience soldier loss minus 25%. It's like a super field hospital. I'm going to give this to the spearhead units. And I'm making a protective curtain over Belgium and Netherlands. And also sending some units to Lithuania. But I think that this is all for today. We did quite a huge advance. And see you on the next one. Thanks for joining me so far, and see you. Bye bye.